How are you going to spoil your sweetie this Valentine's Day?
Just roll around in it naked.
In this episode of In the Mix, find out how some of your favorite celebrities plan to celebrate Valentine's Day this season.
Chocolate-covered strawberries.
Linen pajamas.
Just being able to hang out, stress-free.
Will Glee star Jane Lynch get it right the second time around?
She's already pointed out a ring that I'm big fail at Christmas. I thought I got it and I didn't.
What's the one gift Steve Carell won't give his wife on Valentine's Day?
Coupons for foot massages.
Adam Scott stars in a new pilot on CBS.
Night Pilot. It's actually a new show on CBS.
Kristen Bell's got a few surprises in store for her lover, Dax Shepard, this V-Day.
The father of this child, you know who he is.
Honestly, I'm 99% sure.
Get inspired as some of your famous faces reveal their heartfelt and over-the-top ways to express true love.
I do have someone I'm madly in love with, so I don't care where I am in the world, just as long as I'm with him.
Plus, ITM's top 5 best, most shocking, and most controversial Hollywood couples.
Act like you love her more than anybody you've ever seen in your life, and you will get it back in spades.
That's all coming up right now. You are in the moment. You are in the mix.
In the Mix with Chris Rock.
I'm Alec Baldwin. I'm here with the gorgeous Gina.
I'm Larry King, and you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Kelly Ripa, and you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Matt Lauer, and you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Kathy Lee.
And I'm Hoda.
And you're watching In the Mix.
I'm Bethany Frankel, and you're watching In the Mix.
In the Mix.
Welcome to this special episode of In the Mix here on location in Park City, Utah, Sundance 2013. Check out the view.
Sundance was the perfect location to connect with celebs and get inspired this Valentine's Day.
Do you remember that tongue?
A sophisticated Jessica Alba hit the movie-centric scene to promote her latest film, A.C.O.D, Adult Children of Divorce.
Tattoos.
Yeah.
You get to be the girl on the side, the little go a little wild.
A little bit wild.
Jessica plays the wild girl in a film about dealing with divorce later in life.
So it was nice playing just like a normal chick who isn't perfect and has issues.
Alba's latest project has nothing to do with the big screen. The Honest Company was inspired by her 2 daughters, Honor and Haven.
We created the Honest Company because we had to. We had to make it easier for parents to buy safe products for their families.
The actress recently turned author and is about to release a tip-friendly book, The Honest Life.
I wear a few hats in my life: mother, founder of the Honest Company, and actress. The only way I can do that is if I stay organized. I share my tips on how to do it so you could spend less time trying to find things and more time with your family.
For the past 5 years, Alba has been happily married to film producer Cash Warren.
We received an SOS from the Dark Planet.
Jessica has several upcoming projects, including the animated film Escape from Planet Earth and the sequel to Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. So it's no surprise this busy CEO, author, actress, mom, and wife plans to keep it low-key and stress-free with her loved ones this V-Day.
Valentine's Day, what do you guys like to do? Any specific traditions? Does he send you flowers?
Nothing specific. Just being able to hang out, stress-free. It's amazing.
Alba's A.C.O.D co-star Adam Scott plays a grown man caught in the crossfire of his parents' 15-year-old divorce.
May I just say something? You have the best hair I've ever seen.
Thanks.
I mean, that Hollywood, that is stunning. Do people say that to you?
No.
No one ever said it to
No,
you?
but I love it.
The lush-haired actor, who's married to TV producer Naomi Scott for the past 8 years, shares more than son Graham and daughter Frankie with his wife. The Hollywood couple recently started a film production company, Getting Rad, which explains why the Parks and Rec star plans to go big this V-Day.
What do you like to do Valentine's Day for your wife?
God, that's a really good question. I try and do something different every year. This year I've been getting really into skywriting, like doing it myself, like taking the plane up in the sky and just writing different things. And so I think this year I'm going to do something really big, skywriting wise.
No, you really don't skywrite, do you?
I do not.
You're a pilot by night?
That's right.
Anything else would be surprised that you do on the side?
Night Pilot. It's actually a new show on CBS.
It should be. Anything that you say should be
A show on CBS. I agree with you.
Actress Kristen Bell hit Park City and immediately tweeted fans, "A jacuzzi in the bedroom? Utah, you kinky bitch." The blonde beauty promoted her latest indie film, The Lifeguard. Kristen portrays a corporate gal who loses her man, job, and is forced to return to her childhood home and start over.
My character feels so stuck and so depressed. She goes back home and just says, "I'm going to take a time out from my life."
ITM assumes Belle didn't get much use out of that ensuite jacuzzi since she was sans her lover and baby daddy, Parenthood star Dax Shepard.
This is crazy. I don't know whether to look at my own reflection or at you. That's how beautiful you are.
You know what? I have to go.
The father of this child, you know who he is, right?
Honestly, I'm 99% sure.
She's kind of sure that it could be Dax Shepard.
I'm 99% sure, and I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's him, because I don't want to have to...
Did you guys meet on the set of When in Rome?
No, we had actually met, I guess 6 or 8 months prior at just a mutual birthday dinner for a friend.
Got it.
And then we're both cast in the same movie, just luckily.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Very cute. You guys make a beautiful couple.
Thanks.
And he's your, right now, your
my baby daddy.
Your baby daddy.
He is.
The couple is expecting their first child this spring.
When do you actually do?
Not till end of spring.
Okay.
So I've got a hot minute.
You don't know the sex of the child?
No, we do.
You do?
Yeah, well, we're just keeping it
Right,
secret.
of course.
Now, don't expect to see Belle and Shepard tie the knot anytime soon.
In terms of you and Dax getting married, you have said before, and that was the quote, which I loved, which I thought was great, that you haven't chosen to get married yet, or that you wouldn't get married. And are you still holding true to that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's a couple things. It's that I very much believe in equal rights. I think that I would like to be on the right side of history. I have a lot of homosexual friends. I feel like kind of an ass celebrating a right that I get and they don't, and I believe in standing up for that.
Do you regret saying it now that you're actually pregnant?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
I don't feel that Dax loves me more because there's a piece of paper filed in some, Beverly Hills office that says we're legally married. I don't feel like that solidifies our love. I feel like we act as though we're happily married. That's more than enough for me, and I would rather stand up for my beliefs and hold out for gay marriage to be legal.
I love that about you.
And Dax is really a woman, so it's going to have to be legal if we're going to do it.
Potentially June 2013, they may be passing the law
Which
again.
would be awesome.
Which would be awesome.
Which would be great.
So then will you just go right ahead and do it? Or
Sure.
You're going to get married?
I don't know. We haven't thought about it at all, but maybe.
Belle admits her pregnancy has been going smooth thanks to helpful tips and advice from her close friends.
Are you going to pre-decorate anything or buy and prep, or you don't believe in that?
No, it's not that I don't believe in it. I just don't really know what I'm doing. I'm currently compiling advice from all of my friends who are mothers.
Right.
And then, just keeping a list in my phone.
The mom-to-be plans to stay very busy over the next few months, shooting episodes of her current Showtime TV series, House of Lies, starring alongside Don Cheadle. The show is a scathing look at a self-loathing cutthroat management consultant.
This is it. This is the moment. The moment when you have the guys who have the world by the balls, by the balls.
Are you going right into another project? You need to take some time off.
I think, we have another month on House of Lies, so I'll finish that, and then depending on how I feel, I'll probably just take the time off.
This V-Day will be Kristen's last one before motherhood.
This is your last Valentine's Day.
I guess, yeah. Without a roommate,
one-on-one.
a new roommate.
A new roommate.
That's what we're calling it.
Exactly.
Now we know what Kristen is giving Dax this Valentine's Day, a new roommate. But what will Dax give Kristen?
What will you and Dax be doing Valentine's Day?
Ooh.
Has he ever done anything for you that's memorable on Valentine's Day?
He does cute stuff all the time, so it's hard for me to remember whether it was an actual holiday or whether he just decided that he was going to do something adorable.
Apparently, Dax goes beyond PDA and chocolates when it comes to showing his love for Kristen. Dax orchestrated a special delivery for Belle that brought her to tears. Those are tears of joy. Dax arranged an at-home meet and greet with Kristen's lifelong animal obsession with sloths. So, how will Dax outdo himself this year?
I remember one of the first years we were together, I really wanted to go to the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, and I was so intense, and that's all I wanted to do, and he amused me, and we went, and it was extremely believable at this point. Let me put it that way. It was like, look at this sheep that has only 3 legs, and you were like, wow, that is so common now. So I guess we've had a couple that haven't worked out.
Safe to say Kristen has a sure thing when it comes to finding a Valentine this year. Not everyone is going to be as fortunate, especially these famous faces who made ITM's top 5 most shocking public breakups. ITM's number 5 most shocking breakup is Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. Why? Because he fell for his co-star. America's sweethearts Brad and Jen shocked the nation when they announced their picture-perfect marriage was ending. This 5-year fairy tale marriage didn't have a Hollywood ending. ITM's number 4 most shocking breakup is Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman. Why? Because they've been together forever. After 30 years of marriage, these two sweethearts shocked fans by calling it quits. ITM's number 3 most shocking breakup is Susan Sarandon and Tim Robbins. Why? Because they weren't married. Sarandon stated in 2010, quote, "I thought that if you didn't get married, you wouldn't take each other for granted as easily," end quote. Guess not. ITM's number 2 most shocking breakup is Courtney Cox and David Arquette. Why? Because they were inseparable. The couple officially called it quits and divorced in 2012, but continued to maintain a good relationship while sharing custody of their 7-year-old daughter, Coco. ITM's number 1 most shocking breakup is Will Arnett and Amy Poehler. Why? Because these two seem like best friends that would make each other laugh forever. But there's no malice in the air. They recently spent Christmas together for the sake of their toddler sons, Archie and Abel. Still to come, this Oscar winner wants the world to join her this Valentine's Day.
Just roll around in it naked.
Glee star Jane Lynch is up for a challenge this V-Day. Juno Temple's red carpet accessory that caused a photo frenzy. Maya Rudolph, Toni Collette reveal their V-Day gift ideas and the one gift that Steve Carell won't give his wife.
That's like the worst gift that you could possibly give somebody.
Plus ITM's top 5 most controversial and best Hollywood couples revealed.
Act like you love her more than anybody you've ever seen in your life, and you will get it back in spades.
Don't move.
In the mix.
On set, it's a dream. Off set, it's a nightmare.
She's really sweet and cool, and it makes up for her being so ugly.
Look at this sheep that has only 3 legs.
Just roll around in it naked.
I've promoted movies and it's like, I didn't really like that one.
That's kind of him to say that I was a jerk. I appreciate that.
We all get all screwed up the better we go along.
She asks her husband to slap her in the face with his dick.
It might be bi-curious, I don't know.
I'm sort of the naughty best friend.
I'm the water park lady.
Aren't all men 8 years old in their mind?
No. You wish they were.
Peter and I had a great time at that banana popsicle. Do you remember that tongue?
Might be my swan song to rapists.
You don't want to miss this.
In the mix.
Welcome back to this episode of In the Mix here in Park City, Utah, Sundance 2013.
ITM traveled on location to Sundance Film Fest to stalk celebs and find out who they'll be romancing this Valentine's Day.
What about you? Time clock?
Time clock? Biological
Is your biological clock ticking?
No, it's not. It's not clicking.
Now you may know actor Michael B. Jordan, who starred in the films Chronicle and Red Tails, plus hit TV shows The Wire, Parenthood, and Friday Night Lights.
It's Alcoholics Anonymous.
So you're an alcoholic?
Well, not anymore.
Well, you're always an alcoholic.
But it's Jordan's latest performance that's been getting rave reviews. He plays Oscar Grant in the film Fruitvale, a true controversial story about a man who was fatally shot by transit police in San Francisco.
Why don't you take the train out there? That way you guys can drink and hang out and not have to worry about anything.
I feel like getting over there and getting back. I feel like waiting on no train.
Thanks to the film buzz, ITM suspects Michael won't have any problems finding a Valentine this year.
I'm boring. I've actually never had a Valentine.
All the you're making all the girls at home freak out right now. Well, you know,
breaks up with him before Valentine's Day. That way he doesn't have to.
Jeez, my
Buy a
birthday's on the 9th, actually.
No, you break up with him before Valentine's Day.
Damn, everybody trying.
Come on.
I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out.
Seriously, Octavia, do you believe that he's never had a Valentine's Day?
I don't believe it.
What is it? What is it about me that just says I can't
I know
have
you,
a
Michael. I just played your mom.
That's a valid point. But, yeah, no.
What about? Did you used to, as a kid, did you write those notes to people in class? Did they make you do that?
I did. I mean, if you want to go
Charlie
back,
Brown.
Okay, back in elementary school, I had a Valentine. I had a few.
When you hear about love, though, when you talk about love, is this something that you want in your life?
For sure, eventually. I mean, I want that feeling. I want to meet that person that's going to be like, okay, cool, this is the person I want to deal with. I mean, I want to have that feeling if that exists.
What's the one thing she has to have?
Cute feet. I like feet. That'd be cute. Like, yeah, like jacked up, like feet.
Golden Globe and Oscar winner Octavia Spencer brilliantly played the role of Oscar Grant's mother in Fruitvale. Spencer has never been married and is asking the world to be her Valentine this year, naked.
Octavia, when it comes to Valentine's Day, what's the best experience you had?
Well, I think my best Valentine's Day experience will be this year. I'm going to wrap myself up in a, vat of chocolate and just roll around in it naked. And, and then I'm just going to invite the world to just come and partake in Valentine's Day.
Is it going to be dark or milk? That's all.
I think I'm going to just do milk chocolate, like a blend, like milk, almonds, coconut.
Spencer won't have much time to roll around. The Oscar winner stars in the post-apocalyptic thriller Snowpiercer, alongside Chris Evans, Ed Harris, and Tilda Swinton. Now, some celebs like the group thing, but the hilarious and talented Jane Lynch prefers to go one-on-one. Lynch, who is best known for her starring role on the hit series Glee and a memorable performance in The 40-Year-Old Virgin, co-stars in 2 films at Sundance this year. She plays a shrink in both A.C.O.D. and Afternoon Delight.
The woman I play tonight, Lenore Binney Smith, is indeed a lesbian and has a life partner named Portia.
Yes.
And she's very precious about her own orientation and the divided feminine, as we're calling the phenomenon now. Yeah.
The role of psychologist may come easy to Lynch thanks to her real-life experience married to her partner, an actual clinical psychologist, Dr. Laura Embry, for the past 3 years. The happy couple have 2 daughters, Hayden and Chase. Big props go out to this power couple who successfully care for a family while juggling full-time careers. Lynch has several upcoming projects, including the animated film Escape from Earth, starring alongside the voices of Sofia Vergara, Sarah Jessica Parker, Jessica Alba, and Brendan Fraser.
Keep it down! I'm trying to get some shut-eye!
Plus, both Dr. Embry and Lynch plan to support the Family Equality Council. The duo will donate their time and name to help raise money to benefit the FEC by auctioning off a VIP day trip with dinner to Disneyland hosted by Lynch and family. According to Jane, the couple is traditional when it comes to exchanging gifts on Valentine's Day. This year, Jane is under some pressure. Apparently, Lynch gave her sweetie a ring that didn't make the cut.
Valentine's Day is coming up. What do you plan to do for your sweetheart, and what does she like to do for you?
Oh, well, she's already pointed out a ring that I'm big fail at Christmas. I thought I got it and I didn't, but now I know what it is, so I'll do that.
Now, Jane's V-Day gift request is way more simple and softer.
I actually, for the first time, hinted what I wanted. I found some linen pajamas.
Let's remind everyone, when it comes to exchanging gifts, it's the thought that counts. And no one would agree with that sentiment more than the adorably vivacious and talented actress, Juno Temple.
I love dressing up and have since I popped out.
Juno, who you may recognize from her role as Catwoman's partner in crime in The Dark Knight, is about to become a household name. The English beauty should win Best Dressed at Sundance this year. Despite the snowy temps, Juno rocked the red carpet, donning seasonless style.
Metallic alert stripper shoes.
I can do my lipstick in them.
You work them and they work.
Thank you.
Stripper shoes in any capacity.
No, they're very chic, aren't they? They're actually made by Prada, which makes them super chic.
The Auburn teal-eyed beauty was promoting her latest films at Sundance, including Lovelace, Afternoon Delight, and Magic Magic alongside Michael Cera. Yet, it was Juno's main accessory on the red carpet that sparked a lot of buzz at Sundance. Her boy toy, Michael Angarano.
I'm a huge romantic.
Michael isn't new to the Hollywood dating scene. The actor clearly has a thing for wildly talented actresses right before they get super famous. Pre-Juno, Michael dated Kristen Stewart until she allegedly dumped him for Robert Pattinson. That's a whole nother story. So far, Michael's love saga has a happy ending. Juno is a keeper for sure. The actress couldn't stop gushing about her man and only had one real request this Valentine's Day.
I do have someone I'm madly in love with, so I don't care where I am in the world, just as long as I'm with him.
Juno and Michael's love affair may have stirred up some buzz at Sundance, but it's ITM's top 5 most controversial couples in Hollywood who never disappoint. Their relationship antics continue to entertain fans and create headlines worldwide. ITM's number 5 most controversial Hollywood couple is Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Why? Because their on and off again antics are entertaining. As of January 2013, the couple had officially split again, but as of just a few weeks ago, Gomez was spotted leaving Bieb's California estate after an overnight visit. ITM's number 4 most controversial Hollywood couple is Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Why? Because the world will always remember Jolie stole Pitt from Aniston. One of the most beautiful and powerful couples around is also one of the most controversial. The actors both report falling in love on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, though Pitt was still married to actress Jennifer Aniston at the time. Brangelina now have 6 children together, 3 adopted and 3 biological. They announced their engagement in April 2012. But no wedding plans have been announced, other than a plan to keep it simple. ITM's number 3 most controversial Hollywood couple is Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Why? Because Kim is pregnant with Kanye's baby, but legally still married to Mr. Humphries. December 2012, the new couple announced they're expecting their first child together. ITM's number 2 most controversial Hollywood couple is Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson. Why? Because Stewart got caught cheating and Pattinson took her back. Today, the couple is apparently in the throes of a reconciliation, but Pattinson denies rumors that a wedding is in the works. ITM's number 1 most controversial Hollywood couple is Rihanna and Chris Brown. Why? Because these two have a dysfunctional relationship that will explode at any given moment. In a recent Rolling Stone interview, Rihanna confirmed that the couple is back on, saying, quote, "If it's a mistake, it's my mistake," end quote. Still to come, Maya Rudolph and Toni Collette tell ITM what they want for Valentine's Day, while Steve Carell reveals how and who he plans to romance this year. Plus, ITM's top 5 best Hollywood couples. Don't move.
In the mix.
This episode of In the Mix is presented by the Bedford Post Inn. Log on to bedfordpostin.com for detailed info and room reservations.
In the mix.
Welcome back to this special episode of In the Mix here on location in Park City, Utah. I'm Gina Jordan.
Sundance set the perfect backdrop to rally Hollywood's finest into revealing their innermost desires when it comes to celebrating love on Valentine's Day.
She's in the mix!
Bridesmaid star Maya Rudolph hit the slopes at Sundance to support her latest film, The Way, Way Back. The actress had a small cameo role that made a big splash.
I'm sort of the manager of the water park, and I'm sort of the overseer of Sam Rockwell and his slovenliness and lazy attitude towards his job. Apparently, I've been working there for a long time, and I'm really over it. And so we have a love-hate relationship in it. I'm the water park lady.
We miss Maya on SNL, but this talented lady has some up-and-coming films that will make fans laugh, including Grown-Ups 2 and the animated film Turbo with Ryan Reynolds and Samuel Jackson. This busy mom of 3, Pearl, Lucille, and Jack, with her partner, director Paul Thomas Anderson, told ITM Valentine's Day is a serious holiday in her household.
Oh, Valentine's Day. It's a big deal in my house. I usually try not to forget it. I'm usually like getting candy for my daughter's class.
Little hearts with all the sayings on it.
She wants these chocolate lollipops for the whole class. Do you know how expensive those are? Those are German lollipops. We saw them at the health food store the other day.
From one dedicated Hollywood mom to another.
Learn a lot from your own children.
They're the most unstained beings on this planet. We all get all screwed up the further we go along.
Toni Collette hit Sundance to promote her latest film, starring alongside Maya and Steve Carell in The Way, Way Back. Collette plays a mom to a troubled teenage boy.
Susanna, Trent's here. This is his new girlfriend, Pam.
Hi, Susanna.
Say hi.
Hi.
Toni doesn't have to reach far in this role, as she's a real-life mom to 2 kids, daughter Sage and son Arlo, with her husband Dave Galifassi. Toni believes expressing love to your family shouldn't just be on Valentine's Day. It's a full-time gig.
Every day. Jesus, that's the point of having a family, isn't it?
Despite the mass commercial push on V-Day, the famous Aussie admitted her family still gives in to tradition.
We have like a family thing where we just have chocolate-covered strawberries. It's my daughter's thing. She loves doing it. Yeah.
But the real question is dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
I prefer dark, but it's hard to get dark chocolate dipped strawberries, so they end up being milk.
And the sea salt, though, have you ever tried the dark chocolate sea salt?
Just try it. You don't even have to ever. I've had sea salt chocolate, but not dark. From Rococo, do you know that British chocolate? And they use those ancient molds. They're so beautiful. The packaging alone.
When Colette takes a break from expressing love in her real-life role as mom, she's busy entertaining fans. Be on the lookout for Toni, who is currently starring in Hitchcock.
This book, Psychos, fiendishly entertaining. Graphic elements of brutal violence, transvestitism, and incest.
Sounds ghastly.
Peggy, this is the boy who dug up his own mother.
For some, love is a full-time gig. For others, including world-renowned movie star Steve Carell, Valentine's Day is a time to amp up the romance.
What do you like to do for your wife on Valentine's?
What do we do? Well, we definitely say I love you to each other. And then lavish each other with expensive doodads.
The lucky lady in Steve's life is his wife of 20 years, actress Nancy Carell. The Hollywood couple have 2 kids, daughter Elizabeth and son John. According to Carell, Valentine's Day is an important holiday in his household.
Actually, Valentine's Day's sort of become more about our kids now, because it's the expression of love for family and not just your sweetheart. See?
When it comes to V-Day, there is one gift Carell won't give.
Any foot massagers in the expression of love?
No, but coupons for foot massages.
Coupons? What's that? Like an IOU?
Oh, you know when you were a little kid and
IOU.
This is redeemable for a free back massage.
Yeah.
That's like the worst gift that you could possibly give somebody. So now I will give my wife an actual trip to a spa. That's a different thing. She takes me up on that.
I know what you mean, because breakfast in bed, you used to do the breakfast in bed thing. Did you ever do that?
That's Mother's Day and Father's Day and birthdays. Those are breakfast in bed days. Valentine's Day is lots of hearts, lots of candy, usually a really good dinner. And somewhere around Valentine's Day, my wife and I will go out and have dinner, just the 2 of us.
It's no surprise the Carell family take Valentine's Day seriously. Quality time with Dad these days is limited. Carell is a busy movie star in demand, with more than 20 upcoming film projects this year, including Anchorman 2.
Whammy. Oh, it's gonna get stanky.
And now it's my turn to talk.
Despicable Me 2, Foxcatcher with Channing Tatum, Mark Ruffalo, and Sienna Miller, plus Carell and Tina Fey reunite on the big screen, starring in Mail Order Groom. Now, Carell's 20-year marriage in Hollywood is something to celebrate alongside these famous couples whose love or prenup just might stand the test of time. ITM's top 5 best Hollywood couples are. ITM's number 5 best Hollywood couple is Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick. Why? Because it's no degrees away from Kevin Bacon. ITM's number 4 best Hollywood couple is William H. Macy and Felicity Huffman. Why? Because they're one of Hollywood's longest lasting couples.
I don't know about men. I know we're really complicated and sort of childish in a way, but women, you know what? Have faith and faith will be given unto you. Just act like you love her more than anybody you've ever seen in your life, and you will get it back in spades.
In March 2012, the couple received stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in a joint ceremony. ITM's number 3 best Hollywood couple is Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Why? Because they're the only married musicians whose individual music careers consistently top the charts.
Young B, cruising down the west side highway.
January 2012, they welcomed daughter Blue Ivy. The proud papa dedicated a song he released 2 days later called Glory. ITM's number 2 best Hollywood couple is Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. Why? Because their love defies all odds. When the same-sex marriage ban was lifted in California, they had an intimate wedding in August 2008. In 2010, de Rossi had her name legally changed to take on the last name of her wife, DeGeneres. ITM's #1 best Hollywood couple is Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa. Why? Because they're the real deal. They met on the set of All My Children. After dating for a year, Ripa and Consuelos eloped to Vegas and got married on May 1st, 1996. June 2nd, 1997, they welcomed their first son, Michael. The famous couple eventually had daughter Lola and another son, Joaquin. Consuelos is a regular guest co-host on Kelly's hit ABC morning show, Live with Kelly and Michael.
Thanks so much for watching. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Gina Jordan, and I look forward to seeing you in the mix.
In the mix.